Hey, this is Jake Berry with 956 Preps and Cabin Fever, and today I've got Robert Vela. He's going to be my co-host tonight. And from McHi, we've got Alexa Gonzalez. Lexi, let's talk about a couple things. The coronavirus kind of killed, your soccer season, but you had a great volleyball season. What's it been like?
Um, Volleyball season was great. I loved every second of it, the team, everything. I'm super sad that soccer season had to be cut so short. We were just getting everyone back. A lot of people were injured in the beginning of season, so I'm glad that at least we got to finish off with everyone well, healthy, and finish off strong our last game.
You had a great volleyball season. You guys played well down the stretch. Well, let me ask you, what do you take from volleyball into soccer and vice versa? What kind of traits do you find from both sports?
Definitely back row for volleyball, diving everywhere to save the balls, has helped me, with both, soccer, being a goalie, having to dive everywhere. They both, are very similar, and I think that's helped me a lot. Goalie training to volleyball and volleyball to soccer with my vertical and everything. It both has helped so much.
Hey, Lexi, quick question. Being back row, being so tall, at what age did you find your coordination? Because I have a tall daughter, and it's sometimes, it could be frustrating to a parent going, why didn't you go for that? But she just hasn't grown into it. At what point did you really start to find your coordination to play back row? Because you're a tall girl in the Valley. To play all the way around is something you don't see.
Yeah. I want to say getting coordinated. I think being with both soccer and being a goalie has helped me. So I want to say probably 9th grade, 8th grade, I got the hang of it. I started going for everything, and it's helped a lot. Being a goalie, it really has. And also, your daughter's super nice. Just say, I've met her before.
Thank you. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I look at it this way. When did you know that you were going to go the soccer route to college and not want to do volleyball, or not go volleyball? When did you make that decision?
So I started feeling like I wanted to get back into soccer probably in between March and April of my junior year. I started after during soccer season. I was thinking, and I was like, wow, I really miss this. I miss every second of it, and I just love it. And so at first I was kind of on the fence because I had committed to Oregon State, and I was still with that, and I just had a lot of thinking to do. And so in July and June, I decided to decommit and pursue soccer.
Yeah, I remember being at a training facility with you. Well, not with you. You were with Cameron, and you had told me at that time that you had given up soccer because of some accidents that you had, I guess, on the posts. And
Mm-hmm.
you're dedicating full time towards volleyball, and then it changed. Can you tell us how difficult it was to switch from one sport to the other to play at the next level?
It was really difficult, being in the recruiting process really late for soccer, because I was giving all my highlight, emailing coaches since sophomore year for volleyball till junior year. And it was really difficult for my senior year to be the only time to email coaches. And when all coaches had their roster filled for 2020s already. But that didn't really stop me. I wanted to go up to a bunch of camps all summer long and just show off my abilities and just show them what I can do and everything. So I went on a bunch of visits and everything. And after all, I went to Arkansas because I just loved it there. It was so nice.
I was going to ask you, when did Arkansas fall into the mix, and how many other people were dying for your services?
I barely decided on Arkansas at the very last minute, actually. I was planning on going to another college, but then I went to not an ID camp, a showcase for ECNL, for a bunch of colleges to watch me, just in case if one decided to look at me one more time. And before I went to that camp, I emailed everyone the day before at my house. And the day of the camp, I got an email from the University of Arkansas saying they needed a goalie for 2020. And it was like super, like, it was crazy. And so they went to go watch me at the showcase, and they emailed me after and said, "We want you to come on a visit right away." And so I went on a visit in January, and I actually made the decision the day of, right when I left, and I just loved it there. The culture, everything. It was so nice, and it was a very hard decision. It was like the last school that I was looking at, so it was crazy. This whole journey was crazy.
What do you say about the competition that you face in high school that's going to get you prepared for this? Because you've faced stiff competition down here, but you guys have pretty much dominated. But you guys have built something special down here. What's it been like for you to be a part of that?
It's been amazing being a part of this amazing team, especially my class. They're so amazing. They could go anywhere to school. I'm so blessed to be able to play with all of them. Our team was so united this year, and we were really hoping to go really far this year, maybe even to state again. That was our goal the whole time. And just being a part of it, I was just amazing. And we all left a legacy, definitely.
So being a multi-sport athlete, what can you tell us is your favorite sports memory? If you have one, if you had to choose one, what would it be?
Definitely going to state my sophomore year. That was truly amazing. Being the first girls soccer team in the Valley to make it all the way to state was truly amazing. I remember when Ava scored the goal, the last 2 seconds of the game, everyone just jumped up in the air because no one really expected us to go that far. And it was just amazing, that feeling that we had to play defense the last 2 minutes. It was very nerve-wracking. We were just all playing defense the whole time. And when the buzzer rang, everyone just came in a circle, and we were so excited. It was the best feeling ever.
Yeah, that sounds like it's a good one.
Who do you want to emulate? You're a goalie, but was there a soccer player that you kind of grew up watching and that was who you wanted to be?
Definitely. I wanted to be like Hope Solo when I was growing up. I just thought, she is my idol. She's the best goalie ever, I think. I went to the World Cup in 2015 when they won, and before that I went to some soccer games and I got pictures with her. I just look up to her so much as a goalie. She's amazing.
Do you have her temperament? Are you kind of, she's kind of explosive. Is that your temperament, or what do you like?
I'm getting there right now, my explosiveness. Definitely. I like going for the high balls to the corners and stuff. Also, really everything. I just enjoy it so much.
So as a goalie, your command presence and your voice has to be loud because you're seeing everything that your other teammates while they're trying to get to the ball. How does that translate to volleyball and vice versa?
So being a goalie, it's awesome. You get to see the whole field and just talk super loud to your teammates. And going to volleyball, it's more like, well, it's 6 people on the court. You're closer together. And it also goes in because you have to call out for the setter to set you up. You have to communicate the whole time, be loud while the whole crowd, like during Memorial games or Nicky Rowe, everyone's screaming. So you really have to use your voice for those games.
Oh yeah, those games between the McAllen schools are always something to watch.
Yeah, they're
those are
crazy.
So who in your sports career, who's been the most influential person in your life?
For my sports career, I have a ton, but I think one that like really like helped me become like the person I am today is Coach Todd Lowry. He's really made a huge impact in my life. He's believed in me like when people never did. He knew I could go to the next level for volleyball. And the thing I loved most was he loved that I was a multi-sport athlete. He said to me all the time, whichever one that you love the most, like, I will be happy for you. Like, it's what you want, not what, like, everyone else wants. It's what you want to do. So he's really helped me in my career, actually, a lot.
Yeah, Coach Lowry's a real good guy. We've gotten to know him pretty well. And
he's the best coach I've ever been coached by.
That's great.
How mad was he that you didn't want to go to UTRGV?
No, he was super. He was actually the first person I told that I was going to the University of Arkansas, because that's just he means so much to me, and he's the first person I would tell for everything if I would make a decision for anything, honestly. If I were to play volleyball still, I would definitely go to UTRGV though. It would be a great school to go to, and I would be blessed to be coached by Coach Todd again for the 3rd time if I could.
What is the odds of you playing at Arkansas? Maybe 2 sports.
Well, for volleyball and soccer, they're both in the same season, so that wouldn't really work. I was thinking beach volleyball, but they don't really have a beach team. But still, I want to focus on soccer only right now.
So a lot of this coronavirus has people staying at home.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these athletes that have gone from high school to college and then can't play anymore, well, they can, but they're writing these letters to themselves as if they're writing it to their younger self. If you could write a letter going into, say, your junior high years when you're going to start athletics, what would you tell yourself with everything that you've learned up until now?
I would say that, Lexi, you're going to go through a bunch of obstacles, but that's just the journey you're going to go through. You're going to fail, and there's going to be people to put you down, but you just need to keep your head up and stay focused on what you want to do and just believe in yourself the whole time.
So with that being said, to yourself, that's what you would tell a younger generation starting now, because you are a role model out there. To tell a younger kid, is that the same advice you would give them?
Yes, definitely. And also to always have confidence in yourself. I know they're going to be nervous and everything, but you have to just get out of your comfort zone and just communicate with everyone and always be respectful. Be respectful is the number one thing. Always have a great attitude and everything.
All right, I did want to ask you this. This one's one of those off-the-wall questions. You've been at home. Besides the time when you're training and staying in shape, what are you doing for fun? What are you watching on TV? What's on the tube for you?
I've been watching a lot of stuff because I train during the day, but afterwards we just have family time and just watch a lot of movies. we've been binging. Let me think. We're binging. I know I was watching Grey's Anatomy whenever my mom's there with me, but when my dad comes home, we all watch a movie. We've watched, I know Birds of Prey. Let me think. There's a lot. I was trying to watch Game of Thrones, but HBO, we have to get an HBO account if I want to. Because I heard that's a good series. I watched All American, all of that, in like 2 days. How'd
you like the football in that one?
Huh?
How'd you like the football in that show?
It was good. It was okay.
It's not Texas football.
Yeah, definitely not.
So, Lexi, you've set a whole bunch of records. You've won a whole bunch of different awards. If you had to select one, which is your favorite award?
That's a tough one. I would say definitely getting all-state for volleyball and soccer. Definitely getting those, being recognized by the Texas Association. It just meant a lot to me, and being from the Valley and going far and being recognized for such a huge thing, it just meant a lot to me and made me believe in myself even more and just push myself even more, knowing like that's not it. I need to get better every day still.
So I know you're a super humble kid, and that's why a lot of people look up to you. So from your records now, which one do you not want broken? I know everybody wants it to eventually be broken, but which one of your records do you keep in your heart that you love the most?
For volleyball, for high school, McHi, definitely my kill record. I just passed Sydney Pemberton this year, and I have that record still, so hopefully no one passes me there because that was a really cool record.
So I just have one more question, Jake, and then you can take over. So you're admired for your athletic ability and leadership. What other interests and hobbies do you, as just Lexi Gonzalez, have? Not within volleyball, soccer, or anything else like that, but what's your favorite thing to do?
Well, that's my whole life, but I like to hang out with my family a lot, and during this coronavirus, I've actually been hanging out with my family a lot more than I usually do. I'm usually on the road so much, but this has actually benefited me to be closer with my family. My sister's back in town, and we've gotten really close over this whole break. I like to hang out with friends, but right now I can't really. So, of course, we'll FaceTime and stuff, but that really stinks about that part. I like to do yoga a lot. It helps me relax and calm me down after a workout. So I like to do that, and even take a nice bike ride or swim outside. That's what I like to do right now.
Well, good. So were you pretty disappointed with this whole thing going on, that the tournaments with your travel club team were kind of put on hold?
Yeah, I was really disappointed. It would have been nice to go even make it to qualify for things, but I understand like the circumstances, and right now this is the best thing to do at the moment, so I'm okay with it. So I'm handling it really well.
Well, good. Good.
Well, you know, we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us tonight, and it's been awesome watching you. I started in McAllen, I think, your freshman year. I remember when you guys went to the state, but it's been, you know, awesome. I got to cover volleyball last year. When you get to college, what's the one thing that you're going to bring from here over there, you know, to Arkansas? Because, you know, it's a different world.
Yeah. Definitely. I want to bring a great, coming from the Valley, I want to bring a great attitude going into it. I want to be respected, of course, when I get up there for my abilities and stuff, and just the person I am, and just be like, even though I'm going to be a freshman when I go, I still want to like maybe like take on a leadership role to just respect and everything. So that's what I hope to get from going over there to Arkansas. And of course, I'm ready to learn as much as I can because this is the best time.
Well, hey, I appreciate you joining us. And you know, Rob like contacted me yesterday. And he's like, hey, you know, we really should do an interview with Lexi. And I'm like, you know, that's a great idea. Do you have her number? And I appreciate, Rob, you helped set this up and get this going because, you know, you don't find athletes quite like you. And I'm so happy Rob brought that to my attention.
Thank you both for
Yeah.
having me.
Yeah, absolutely, Lexi. We wish you nothing but the best. And, you know, don't ever forget us here in South Texas when you're up there shining in Arkansas.
Thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Take
Y'all
care.
too.
Y'all be safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.